Well, Ed's here just in time to get us all spooked up here for the Brown Mountain Lights story. I've heard about this for years. You're from Burke County, aren't you?
From up in Morganton, Burke County, in the foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains.
I know it well.
It's about an hour and 45-minute drive from Greenville.
Not far. Yeah. But now the Brown Mountain, is it Burke County over toward Linville Cavern up that way? Or?
Brown Mountain is actually a mountain that stretches from lower Burke County up into the Collettsville, kind of closer to Grandfather Mountain than it is to Linville. But people have seen the lights all along that mountain range, the Linville Gorge. We have our own Table Rock there and Short Off Mountain that people have seen these lights along that range as well.
Have you seen them?
I have not seen them.
Okay, but we saw a video there of somebody's video.
Yes, there is video. There are still pictures. Thousands of people over the last 200 years have seen these lights from all walks of life. With technology today, you know, you take a picture today and it's on the internet this afternoon. It's spreading like wildfire.
Sure.
And so now we have a lot of interest in the lights. More and more folks are coming forward with tales about the lights. And so coming up in February, we're having our first symposium and bringing in experts to reveal what they've learned about the lights.
Well, we're going to talk about these lights and how people may even want to make the trek to look at them. There are some lookout points you can go to.
Right.
But, you know, I was telling you during the commercial break, and for our live streaming people, they heard this story, but I saw lights similar to this when I was a young child with my grandmother, and I never knew if it was a ghost, two people's imagination that saw the same thing, or something to do with lightning because it was around storm time. This is not just a Bigfoot story. There's some science behind it.
There is science behind it. We have a paranormal investigator by the name of Joshua P. Warren, who's from Asheville, has done research for the last 20 or 30 years on the lights. And he has his theory that it involves electricity and the environment has to be just right, the weather has to be just right, that tends to allow these lights to appear. Now, and I was leaning towards the fact that I thought that this was a natural phenomenon that occurred. And just yesterday, I had phone conversations with a couple of individuals that had close encounters with these lights. They saw them from less than 50 feet away.
Well, this couldn't be limited to here. Surely you've Googled this and found this happens other places.
There are mysterious lights all over the world.
Okay.
The Brown Mountain lights tend to be one of the most regular occurrences. In fact, this year, people have said they've seen them more often than in the past. So for whatever, weather conditions, temperature, electromagnetic activity, which some scientists believe is a cause.
Is it always in a valley? You know, the valleys
not always.
Sometimes have unusual weather.
Right. It's not always in a valley, but there are times when the lights are seen above the horizon or above the mountain. But most of the time, it's like what you see on the screen now. The lights are below the top of the mountain range. And
do they hover or travel, or what is?
Various people have seen various lights. Sometimes they hover. They're typically more than one, and they'll move across the mountain range very slowly. Other people have seen them move from place to place very quickly. The interesting thing is some people say they act as if they have intelligence.
See, I'm telling you,
well,
20 years ago, but you figure if people have seen this for 200 years, you're saying they have.
Yes.
There have to, I mean, people who thought they were ghosts, spirits, I mean, there's probably all sorts of...
Native American Cherokee legend, it was maidens looking for their lost warriors who did not return from battle. That's one legend. There's other legends.
They have the most beautiful stories.
Yeah, they do.
That's a good one. The other one's not so hot. The slave looking for his master.
Right, right. But people that have had close encounters with the lights, you know, within a few hundred yards to right up close to them, all of those people who come from all over the place that don't know each other have very similar experiences.
Right.
And so and all of those people that I've spoken with or have heard about claim that the closer you see the lights, the more interaction you have with them and the more intelligent the lights appear to behave.
What time is it? A seasonal thing, and how do we get there?
Right. Most of the lights are seen when the trees or the leaves are off the trees, which is late October through March.
Sure.
The best place to attempt to view the lights and where a lot of lights are seen is just north of Morganton on Highway 181.
Okay.
And there's an overlook. I think there was a a video a while ago, or still photo that showed the overlook there, and there's a sign. It's right on this. There's plenty of parking there, and in the last few years there's been improvements made, so it's a great place to drive up just north of Morganton. It's probably about a 20-minute drive north of the town, about an hour and 45 minutes from Greenville. So it's a fun little trip, and there's other things to do. If you don't see the lights, you can't see the lights in the day.
You're not guaranteed to see them, but I will tell you, having seen them when I was a child, I will make that trek up there one day.
We'd love to have you guys, and any viewers that want to come up.
Thank you.
We have a website, discoverburkecounty.com, that has information on there about the lights.
Good place.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you so much. Yeah. All right. Well, I tell you what, our friends in the mountains certainly know the benefit of this. You don't want